how to invest in US stock market or European stock market, and how to analyze these kind of companies for diversification. So many of you had asked me how to invest in these kind of things, and this is what I'm going to explain in the next few minutes, right? So if you're interested, please stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can share more informative and useful things for you guys on investment, insurance, wealth creation, and stock market. Hi, hello, this is Ganesan, your millionaire coach and author of the book Money Leaks. And today's video is all about investing in abroad or other US markets. So, in US, you can invest because if you see the technology stocks have grown like anything from March month till this year, this December. So, in this itself, it has given enormous return. When you compare it with Indian market, only 5 to 6 stocks have grown, but it's difficult to purchase a stock because it's in dollars. And if you look at Facebook or Amazon stocks, it will be like more than $100, which will be the average price itself will be like so much. So how can I invest in these kind of companies? Right, there are certain equity there are certain platforms where you can go and purchase fractional investments. Say you can invest 2000 rupees or 1000 rupees or 3000 rupees by putting your money in US funds, and that is something like you can do that also. And there is another option like investing in index. And how to do index investing? Index, what is index fund generally? Index fund is not something like what we have in India, Sensex ETF or Nifty ETF, where instead of investing in one company in Sensex, you will be giving 1000 rupees to the mutual fund company, and they will be distributing and putting the money in top 30 Sensex 30 companies or Nifty 50 companies. This is index investing. So similarly, if you want to purchase a stock in Apple or Amazon or Netflix or all these top-notch companies in US, for example, what you can do is instead of going and choosing an index in US, you can invest a fund in India, index fund in India, which will go on invest in US companies. How about that? Is it interesting? Yes. The people who know this are very less, and only institutional investments gets done through this. So what will happen is that the category of fund is called as international funds, meaning international fund of funds. That is the option. For example, I will show you share you the page where you can go and check what are the funds available. In that you will get lots of funds, and you can go to the website of the companies, and then you can choose an option to do SIP. It will be treated as equity investments in India, where they investment companies will be buying your rupee, and they'll be putting the change the forex and do all that stuff, and they'll be investing in US market, and they will be getting the returns. And once you want to redeem, they will be selling the fund there, and as usual, the buying and selling is as usual. But instead of you going and literally investing in foreign funds, these companies will take care of, right? So this is something interesting, right? Because you are not involved, but you are going to invest in some foreign funds and get the returns. The diversification is taken care. Not only you are investing in Indian stock market and Indian mutual funds, but also investing in foreign market. But how about the risk factor? Because this is something interesting you need to know. Risk factor in the sense that not all the world markets will go together, not all the world markets will come together if the conditions are different. But because of COVID, all the world markets came down in the month of March last week and April, and all the world markets started going up. So this is something unique which happened. But apart from this year, this year, because we had seen a huge drastic fall, huge drastic upward movement as well. But apart from these kind of situations, all the world market will be like, if US is facing a recession, entire world will face recession. That is different story. But if Indonesia is making upturn, if Europe market is going upwards, and in that, which stock to invest? That is the most difficult part. We can't analyze the local factors. We can't, because these are big MNCs. The Amazon, Netflix, they're not US companies. They are across the world. Most of the US companies are multinational companies. It's difficult to understand and analyze the profitability ratios and all these stuff. Instead, choose international fund of funds. That is an option where the companies will go and invest. The mutual fund companies will take care of the diversification problem, and they will be going and invest. And there are funds like which invest 30% in foreign companies, and remaining 70% will be in Indian large cap or mid cap companies. So you are getting the best of both, so the better diversification. This is also an option. So let me share the screen where you can go and check the fund. So this is one of the interesting fund of fund category. If you look at uh, How do you come here? Go to money control, check fund of funds. This is an option. Fund of fund is an option. You can go here, and after come here, these are the data. This is where you can check. So you will have all the gold funds, which are fund of fund, which is Indian investments, but you need to choose which has international fund of funds. For example, Edelweiss Greater China Equity Offshore Funds. This exactly invest only in Edelweiss. Sorry, China. This is the Edelweiss related company. And DSP is having US Flexible Equity Fund. They invest in US market. Look at the AUM, 253 crores. They can sell. They can come in. And this is my favorite, DSP World Gold Fund, because they invest in US mining companies in US. So that is totally different kind of company. When you compare it with the Indian market, that is totally different. And the top fund in this category is Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 fund, because they invest in Nasdaq 100 fund, which is the index, good index in US, and this company also invest in that. Just look at the returns of the last 1 year: 48%. China has given 49%, and PGIM, one more company, has given 62%. When you compare with the Indian market, these kind of returns are unseen. So this is not only this year. Let's look at the returns of last 10 years. Let's look at the returns of last 10 years. Okay. For the last 2 years, this fund has given 36%. If you look at Edelweiss Greater China, it has, in the 10 years, it has given 15%. And PGM India Global Equity Fund, it has given 11%. This is something unique, right? Huge. Just look at Kotak Asset Allocated. That is an Indian kind of fund, and they invest partially in the outside world. So this is one category where you can invest in. This is one category where you can invest in foreign market without even worrying about forex, without even worrying about all these stuff, and the mutual fund company will take care of all these aspects. Hope you're clear with how to invest in international fund of funds, that too in world market, which is something interesting, which is something more diversified way of investing in mutual funds. So you are want to add a little bit pinch of international funds, international equities. This is a way you can invest using equities. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button and share this video with your friends, so that they also know much more about international funds and how to invest in international fund of funds. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please post it in the comment section. I keep answering all your queries. Thank you so much for watching.